What's going on, everybody? My name is Seth and you're watching 252 Squad, and in today's video I'm going over a new purchase of mine, one of my absolute dream cars, and what I've been wanting to get for about 2 years now, and here it is. Alrighty guys, so here it is. This behind me is my 2013 Ford Mustang GT50 with the technologies package. So, the main reason I got this car is the same year I was born, my dad got a brand new Ford Mustang GT, his 2003 Ford Mustang GT Premium. And I can remember being really little, like really little, sitting in the passenger seat going, I want to go fast. And my dad absolutely whipping his 2-valve Mustang as fast as a 2-valve Mustang could go. And ever since that moment, I've always really wanted a Mustang. This car to me is almost exactly how I want it. It is a technologies package, Sync 1 with navigation, everything like that. It has Brembo brakes, it has the Coyote engine, and it is a 6-speed manual. The reason I got this car and how I found this car was because, like I said in the last video, I was selling my 9th gen Accord, mainly just because I wanted to upgrade to something a little bit more fun, a little bit more sporty, and something that I could just take to car meet to not feel left out. And so I got this. This, like I said, was my dream Mustang. This thing to me is the ultimate spec. This car does look really good. We'll get into that in a second. And the reason I got it was just because of that. I could take it to meets, I could have fun, and I could just enjoy the car. Alrighty, so let's get into what's going on with the car and what's been done to it. Starting off right here on the side, you can see it's got niche wheels, 20-inch wheels. I don't know the offset of the specs on them. I do know that it has 275/35 20s in the front and 295/35 20s in the rear. Underneath of the hood, it's pretty stock. Not even a cold air intake or anything like that. Everything under there is pretty stock. The only thing it really has is red valve covers. As far as what goes on top of that, though, is the hood. It has a true fiber, carbon fiber, fiberglass mix of a hood. It does have a Roush front bumper, GT500 style grills with a Coyote badge in them, and fog lights. Moving on to the side of the car, it has side skirts down at the very bottom, black Coyote 5.0 badges, and essentially a lowering kit. With the lowering kit, what that is, it does have 4 performance springs front and rear, allows the car to be just a little bit lower and handle just a little bit better. Down there with the suspension, it does have an aftermarket adjustable panhard bar. Of course, if you're going to lower one of these straight axle Mustangs, you got to do that. Now coming along to the rear of the car, if you look back here, what's done to the rear, it does have the Roush diffuser at the bottom, Roush exhaust with the tips, and GT500 spoiler with the painted deck lid with a 15 badge that's been painted black on the back of it. So the interior of the car is one thing I do kind of want to mess with just a little bit because it is a stock S197 interior. The exterior of the car is actually aftermarket color. Originally it was black, so the interior doesn't match quite as well as I would like to. It does have blue stitching and blue stripes in the seats, making it a little funky. I might end up changing that out just depending on cost and what I'm going to end up doing to the car eventually. Like I mentioned earlier, the car does have a Roush exhaust. It has Roush axle backs, and then coming in front of that has factory mid pipes to an X pipe, a pipes X pipe, which I don't recommend too much. Other than that, it has factory catalytic converters and manifolds on the vehicle, so it's not too loud, but it does have a nice aggressive Coyote sound.
Alrighty, so we're in the car now. Just got some gas a little bit later now in Raleigh. We're gonna take off on a little test drive here, show you what the car's like. Alrighty, so let's head out. I do have a camera on the back of the car here for the GoPro, just so you can see some rear footage. Good old Raleigh traffic going on right about here. This is like 7:30 in the morning, so peak time, you know. Bro, this truck has like a billboard on it. Well, the GoPro almost came off. That was pretty fun. Let's hope the one on the back stayed. So, as you can see, driving this car right now, just going down the road, reset my fuel economy here. I'm getting about 19.3. I can go ahead and reset it again right fast. Show you, just cruising. Of course, it's gonna say a lot right now, but just cruising. Car gets fairly good gas mileage. Of course, not when you're ripping on it too much. Try to take this bump easy. Yep. Nope. A very fun car to daily drive. Like, just in traffic like this, just being able to row through the gears, even with proximity like this, it's pretty fun, especially when you can Get a little downshift here and there. The car's daily ability level is pretty good. The MT82 on cold mornings like this, it's 47 out right now. It does get a little clunky, not gonna lie, but luckily this car is almost at 45,000 miles, so it's not too bad. Also, if you have a GoPro, always enable preview. If you have something on the rear bumper, like looking at the car right now, you can. And it records it off the back bumper. Of course, as soon as I make a point about how good the fuel economy can be, I get caught up in traffic and now I'm down to 12.7, so that sucks. But it does get pretty decent fuel economy if it's not like this right now. Right now the traffic's kind of bad. It feels pretty good. I will say it does feel heavier than my Accord did, which is kind of funny because, I mean, it is a Mustang, but it is in fact heavier. And the Accord seemed like it could carry speed a little bit better through the corners, while this thing feels like it's like a little unstable. I don't know really what's causing that. It may need a few little supporting suspension mods. It's got really good pickup. Like, that was like a quarter throttle, just kind of rolling into it pretty easily. Since it is colder, I really haven't gotten on the car fully to the floor yet, traction control on, any of that stuff. Also, it's a little crowded area, so I don't want to get too high in speed or anything like that. Just really hitting the speed limit. And it handles really good for what it does. I mean, just driving it like this, it's fun, it's engaging, and driving it gives a good feel to me. It's very responsive to the inputs you give it. Well, that's pretty much gonna be all for the driving footage now at work. Also, the CG's over there, that's not going anywhere if you're wondering about that.
So anyways, guys, I thank y'all very much for watching the video. If you did like the video, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you do want to continue watching content on this car, make sure to press that bell notification button down there in the corner. Thank y'all guys so much for watching. Peace out. Have a great rest of y'all's day.